be a fucking easy ass win. That's why. Bitch made ass. I
Lisa,
to his fucking
hey,
face.
we both split this weekend.
We always split.
We do, man.
You and I split too, BP.
Yep, true. We split too. Yep.
I needed it too. Like it was, I gotta make my push. If we go into playoffs,
hold on, what the fuck you got on, Dino?
My fucking pajamas, nigga.
You got a goddamn watch, yo. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
These pajamas, my dude. Better get with the time.
Oh my god, man.
Dino said I am on vacation.
I'm on vacation in the comforts of my own motherfucking home.
This country ass nigga right here, man.
He said I am on vacation.
Hey man, you never know what you gonna get at No Balls, No Glory, man. Welcome, everybody, to another rendition of No Balls, No Glory. I'm the man, the people's champ, and I'm here with CC, the first lady, White Chocolate, Drew Dog, game related, and
Pajama boy.
kid and play over there and shit in pajama jammy jam and shit. We over there. Another kid and play jammy jam. Man,
Stay ready. You ain't got the motherfucking get ready.
Hey.
What's up to our listeners, y'all?
What's up, everybody? Hey,
What's
Drew.
Hey,
Drew.
I got clothes on. Now, some people be walking around naked. I at least them clothes.
There was before you joined the podcast, there was a point in time where we all threatened to come on here in our pajamas, me and my body, because Champ was starting to show so goddamn late.
That's because, well, he showed up with a goddamn toga on.
Goddamn right. I want a toga outfit on. Goddamn it.
So he could touch himself during the show.
Hey,
well, it's 9 o'clock for me, you sons of bitches.
I was tugging.
Blame
Hey, Drew got a polo up top and he naked underneath that motherfucker. He top and bottom.
He got a whole
baby.
bag that he just kicks
bottom.
every fucking night after this show. Like this.
No,
this
see, I'm too short.
This motherfucker BP, I swear.
You can't even stand up right, God.
Oh, this motherfucker, I can't stand his ass.
What's that, dude?
Shit.
Oh man.
Well, I flipped my camera.
That's what's up. Game. What's up with your game? That's my game. Game is the defending champion. Here in No Balls, No Glory, baby. We got to pay homage to the champ.
Hey, look, man, like I said before, it's more than one champ on this goddamn podcast. So we don't need a special shout out to the person that won last year. That was last year.
Well, if
You know, you was part of the crew that said start the drive early then, right?
Yeah, I'm a little confused
Yeah, you
by
was a
that.
part of that,
What were you
right?
talking about?
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out.
The drive was supposed to start at 6:30.
Says who?
Said, all right, do I need to send a receipt?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got receipts. I got text messages.
Well, in this
And I
situation,
spent
Game, I think there's
$2,500
only
man.
one
I don't wanna
person.
hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit from me and my man. This the drive, and then none of y'all spoke up on that shit.
We didn't get 6:30.
Alright. So like you didn't get 6:30.
No, I've never gotten 6:30.
Alright.
I put
Alright.
some like kind
Alright.
of semi.
Alright.
Hey, how many? We all
Man,
right.
I'm saying like this, the Mandela effect real these.
I remember like a 2:30 and then a 3 and then like a 4 o'clock or something, but not no 6:30.
Alright, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I
So what does
time
that?
I was in, my man got the same text message I got. That
Right.
part. And then when it came down to using the goddamn DG, I was supposed to pick last on that D. Then I know, motherfucker called me talking about, oh no, come on, pick. This the last one. Oh no, I got some more they got it. Ain't none of y'all speak up on that. And say that shit was wrong. Ain't none of y'all speak up on none of them trades that Jim pushed this year. None of y'all said that was wrong. That part. That part. So if it go for one, it go for all. So don't get mad at me when I play by the rules. And then when I smack your ass when I'm playing by the rules, don't move the goalpost so it hits your nerve.
But y'all got to rebut, man.
We just
Ain't
let them
no
vent,
shit,
man.
I'm
The thing
telling
is,
you, I ain't
we
vent.
said
I'm telling
we said
the
this
truth.
shit last year about people that are out of contention still making moves.
You didn't change.
Said it for the
rules,
last three
though.
seasons.
But at the end of the day, when you had a chance to sit there and we vote on it, nobody spoke up.
You gotta
So
understand,
the
earlier in
rules
the
are the
season, like that trade you had earlier in the season, we didn't find out about that shit. Like I got an alert with like 2 minutes to vote. And then by the time I looked at it, the shit was already approved and processed.
I thought it would just be a quickie.
So
Everybody
obviously
got
there was a
approved and
disconnect
processed
somewhere.
right
After
after this.
trying a simple secret mix.
I don't want to hear that because everybody got
a
approved and processed right after
this
this.
video. Head to your kitchen.
And you ain't heard
whip up
no
this mix,
people
and
out of
try
me
this
saying
simple
that shit
15-second
wrong
trick.
shit.
Discover
But when y'all sit there and stop my man from making his trades twice, that's some bullshit. Don't fault me because I'm helping my brother and get off the floor. Y'all did that man dirty twice and sit here and say you did.
How is that helping him by trading away his best asset for a bunch of players?
Next year, it was also include draft picks for next year. I was gonna trade him back so he could put him in. He was gonna keep one and then take him off my hands. He helped me now. I helped him like I was picking a fresh team next year.
Like I said, man, you need to be in somebody's damn front office with all this wheeling and dealing.
I just need everybody to play by the rules that's up front. If we go in one way, then let's go that way.
There it is. Well,
But don't sit there and let that man pop up in the first place position, and then ain't nobody spoke up on none of that.
Game, you also have to look at it like this, man. You were in what, second place at the start of the week, and he was in dead last, and he got eliminated this week, and you took his best asset, which I understand now. You said
but
you were going to trade
sit
back.
down and talk to that man and try to get it for yourself. Is that my fault? Or is that your fault?
But who's
No,
gonna do that,
Jim,
gang?
honestly,
We just gonna
in
look
my-
at the trade that's out there and be like, that's some bullshit because he's
So
eliminated.
So what?
He's-
Bullshit.
You saying so what? If you go to any
Don't
league
follow
game,
me,
they're not gonna
don't
let
follow
that
me.
shit
I got
slide. They're gonna be
to
like, fuck no, you're not about to take
And
the person that's eliminated, best player off his
when
team.
it's not against the rules.
And in every other league I've ever been in, the trade deadline's already
Every
up.
other league, get but no balls, no borders. When you want to go against the rules, then shit, I don't fuck with that shit.
Hey, look, we all got grievances with this, but in the interest of time, since it's already after 8:00, we'll put a pin in this tomorrow when we actually do fantasy recaps. And we already know in the offseason we got a lot of conversations to have. So that's when we need to air all this shit out so there's no confusion going into the next season. Because I already said if we ain't got no waivers, I'm out. And I mean that. That'll stop a lot of the bullshit right there.
What's that? The waivers?
Having fucking waivers like every other fucking league in fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
a
the
lot.
open waiver thing kind of turns it into the Wild West, and it's
It's goofy. Who wants to get up at 2 a.m. to pick up players?
That way can probably work on the drop player. If it's a player that's already out there, you can just grab that and put that on your team.
But see, that's the thing though. If you drop a player during the week, just say somebody drop a player on Saturday, you won't be able to get them until Monday or Tuesday and everything.
That's the whole part of it. That's the gamesmanship. Like, you need to be sure. Like, okay, let's just say you're going against a team, right? You know you got a player that they need, right? I need to pick up somebody. I'm gonna drop this motherfucker on Saturday on purpose so you can't pick him up till next week. That's part of the gamesmanship. You got to pick and choose when you want to you can't just be willy-nilly drop, pick up. It's just like, dude, you look at we had probably like 3,000 transactions in this league. And the season ain't even over yet. In a regular league, you might see about 200 to 250 because they have waivers. And you can't just go doing a waiver every week because you go to the bottom of the list. And then what if you got injuries? Oh, shit, I'm not going to get this guy because I did a waiver claim last week. But anyway, we digress.
But even if you do a waiver claim, it's gonna still put your ass back at the bottom still. Period.
Right.
So whoever up top, and they just say, prime example, Drew up top, and Drew lose Christian McCaffrey for the season. When we get started, just after 5 weeks, Drew 5-0. Should he be penalized by he lose McCaffrey now? He can't go in the waivers and just pick up his backup. Now he got to go through a waiver order, and everybody else who underneath him go see that person available.
But you know what?
But here's the thing:
when you have waivers,
I'm 5-0. I'm probably not making too many waiver moves, and I'm probably pretty high on the waiver priority list.
No, you're not,
right.
Because with the waivers,
because I haven't made waiver moves.
It's two different types of waivers. You have one waiver that goes by record last to first. So if you have the worst record, you always at the top of the waiver order so you can rebuild your team. The person obviously that has the best record really don't need to make any more moves. The other way you do it is if you put a claim in and your claim is successful, you go to the bottom of the list. So then it's more strategic. You're trying to look at the waiver order. Okay, well, I'm third. Let me see if the two teams ahead of me need a running back. No, they don't need one. All right, I'm going to put the waiver in because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get him. You see how that works? So it's two ways of doing it.
Yeah, until I look up and see their back, and I just play.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly what I said. Say I'm one of them.
I didn't actually hear you. Is what I.
Oh, say I'm one of them two things that he's talking about. And pardon me if you think I'm yelling. I'm talking over a diesel engine.
Okay.
Now, say I'm one of them two teams that's sitting ahead of you, right? And I see you need that running back, and I potentially don't need it. And I just put a claim in to stop it.
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah. So what's the difference? It ain't. I'd rather have it open where you just get your ass up or take what's up.
All right.
I see it both ways.
I'm working on the poll question of the night, based on our pre-show Quaalude. Poll question of the night is, who's the biggest piece of shit in football this year? I got two names. I need two more.
Let me guess. You got Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
Who else you got on there?
Quentin Johnston.
Quentin Johnston. Oh shit.
Give me two more names.
Kind of a bust.
It was Jalen Waddle. Then of course he goes off last week after I dropped him in 2 leagues. Fuck it, he on there, piece of shit. We got Jalen Waddle, Quentin Johnston, Aaron Rodgers, and we gotta get one more. We need a running back or a tight end that's kind of been a piece of shit all season.
Kelsey.
You think Travis Kelce a piece of shit?
I was gonna say Derek Carr.
We already got a quarterback. Need a running back. Running back, tight end. I prefer a running back. Who's a running back that's been like awful like all season? Zamir White.
You can say Rashad White.
So which White, Rashad or Zamir? Because everybody is say draft Zamir, he gonna go off.
Let's go with Rashad.
Rashad, because I kept his ass.
that wasn't a biased response at all, CC. Totally unbiased. All right, I'm gonna get it up in a minute, folks. Check the chat and get your votes in. I'm about to put it up now.
There it is. Man, let's do some one-hitter quitters. One-hitter quitters. I got one-hitter quitters. What we got for one-hitter quitters? What's our one-hitter quitters for tonight, y'all?
We don't have run sheets, so I'm gonna say we don't have any. And since we already running late, we can skip it.
Did anybody see the first take was it Friday when Stephen A went off on the Giants?
No,
I didn't. He went all the way off.
Oh yeah, he went off because the Giants got pissed off. What's her name? Hold on, let me see. Here we go. I got it.
Coach Corey in the building. What's up, Coach?
So basically, Stephen A. I can't think of the girl's name right now. She do Sports Center. She was on there Friday.
Oh, L. Duncan.
L. Duncan was on First Take Friday.
Okay.
And when Daniel Jones read his bye-bye letter at the press conference, L said, I could have rewrote that for you. And said, I'm sorry for taking, y'all paid me $108 million to win one playoff
Anyway,
game.
Daniel Jones should be on that piece of shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go. That's why I thought about it. Because I was going to say, you're right. I was going to say Daniel Jones. And I'm now going to finish off my career being Brock Purdy's backup. The Giants got pissed and called ESPN and complained about L.
What? Did she didn't get fired, did she?
No, she get fired. This is Stephen A. And Ryan Clark. At one point, Ryan Clark and Molly kind of got into it.
This was today or yesterday?
That was Friday.
I got to go back because I got to record it.
So what? Hey, Champ, play that clip of Stephen A. going off.
Let's pull up the clip with Mr. Stephen A. Smith. Mr. Duck, if you see me. Coach Corey in the building. What's up, Coach?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
How you feeling today, Coach?
What's up, Coach? I'm good, man. Just leaving the rehab facility, jumping in here to see what nonsense is about to partake in this damn thing.
Oh, yeah, Coach, you missed most of the smoke, but we got more.
We were just talking about the trades and stuff, man. And the league blocking another trade. Hold on.
13 years. The Giants have made the playoffs twice. They won one playoff game. And you got the nerve to sit up there and put on and call the officers and complain to executives about somebody that went on national television to do their job. Why don't you do your damn job as an organization? Y'all are sorry.
Agreed.
Y'all are pathetic. The only reason why you get away with it is because the Jets have been worse. Because they ain't make the damn playoffs since 2010. And you got the nerve to sit up there and call the network because you want to whine and moan about your ineptitude being put on public display. Well, maybe if you let people watch it for free and then charge them for coming to watch your sorry asses, maybe you would have been in a position to say something, but you didn't. Go to break. Out of that, since 2011, the Giants.
Good. I love it.
Hey man, hey, he let him have it, man. Hey, we got another person. Ant fell in the gig. Ant, what's up, Ant?
And you know what?
What's up, baby? What's up?
Stephen A has a point about what he said. I mean, the way they handled Daniel Jones thing is totally dysfunctional, because you make that man, he was your starting quarterback. You don't move him down to second string or third string. You demote him all the way down to the scout team quarterback. For real? After you just gave this man $100 million? I would have went in and asked for a trade too. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even went in and asked for a trade. I'd have left that mug and called him and say, I ain't coming back. I want to be traded.
That's it.
They would have known I was gone, because my equipment and shit would have been thrown all over the motherfucking locker room.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
They would have been like, damn, coach must be upset.
Oh, piss.
Man, sit your ass down.
Because there would have been stuff everywhere of mine. Socks, drawers, jock straps, all that. I'd have threw all that stuff around.
Coach, we know you old, man. Don't nobody wear jock straps no more.
Yeah.
They do.
Hey, Ant.
You already know. If them kids ain't wearing jock straps, then they ain't real athletes.
Ant, you come on here. You just come on here and just raise hell, Ant. What else you finna raise, man? Damn.
Hey, man.
No, I'm finna say, like, I didn't know they demoted him to 4th string. God damn.
Yes, he was the practice squad quarterback.
Well, shit, just piss in my face and tell me it's raining.
He wasn't even gonna be dressed. He wasn't even gonna dress anymore for the game.
Just saying.
How far he had been demoted.
What in the whole fuck?
And
They
then
worse than the Jets.
Yeah, then
If
they
that's
had
actually
the nerve
possible.
to get on there and say, we appreciate everything Daniel Jones did for our organization. No, you don't. You made him the 4th string.
Hey, get somebody over to the Meadowlands. There's a crime that's been committed.
Hey, they might appreciate it because he kept him to the high draft pick.
Yeah.
They don't get neighbors without a Daniel Jones.
Right. But boy, that $100 million is gonna hurt when they paying it and he playing somewhere else.
Hey, that $100 million hurt. Paying, he bagging groceries.
Hey, I got something to say about it though.
What's up, Ant?
So, Coach Corey, with everything that you said, with the organization that does that, does that justify why we have players not really staying with the organization no more, and now they chasing the money?
Yeah, there's no loyalty. And the players have figured out that there's no loyalty.
And
So-
here's the issue, Ed. The players are finally educated enough to know that the teams make a lot of money and it's all going to the owners and it's not going to the guys that get their head busted and going to the hospital.
So with that being said, if we know that and the players know that, the team doesn't play like that, then how can the whole NFL organization, you had a players trying to sports bet on themselves? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
the
that-
organization has to have somebody. Number one, they have to have a player working in there like a John Lynch with San Francisco that's been in the trenches, that's willing to stick up for these guys
Okay.
in order to help them get their money. Because the owners are never going to go broke. But what Dallas did to Dak Prescott, what they did to CeeDee Lamb was just a power play. They know they have the money, but they were hoping that those guys was just gonna sell out and go, okay, I'm gonna take less money. And guys are starting to educate themselves, and they're not gonna do that because they know they can go get that money and get what they're worth elsewhere.
And you know what?
Especially if they have a good agent. Everybody talk about Drew Rosenhaus, but this is coming from somebody that knows someone that had Drew Rosenhaus. Drew Rosenhaus will take in 80, 90 pages of other people making the type of money he wants his client to make and dispute everything that you say with hardcore factual paper that you can look at, stats, and stuff like that. So you can't tell Drew Rosenhaus that his guys ain't worth the money that he's trying to get them.
Gotcha.
Because he gonna show it to you in black and white that they are worth it. So that's why a lot of people don't want to deal with Drew Rosenhaus. That's why a lot of people don't want to deal with Scott Boras. Because they go through all the legal aspects and get the paperwork and the documents and bring that to the table. You don't ever hear of Drew Rosenhaus guys having a holdout or Scott Boras guys having a holdout. Because those guys have money and they present their case well for their players.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And that's why I said the worst thing that Lamar Jackson did was representing himself.
How do you feel about Jaden Daniels representing himself now too, though, with that?
It's a mistake because I'm going to tell you why. People look at him as just an athlete, as whereas he got some representatives like Drew Rosenhaus or somebody, they're attached to lawyers and all the other people that you need to get a deal done. When it's just Lamar and he go in there and say he want a new deal, that's just Lamar.
Gotcha.
So that explains why
pick up the prescription
player
for
like Lamar doing commercials.
You explain the whole time. That's annoying.
So if Lamar had a Drew Rosenhaus representing him, do you think he could have got more than what a lot of people would have, more than what he got? If he had
pick up the prescription. Yes. 2212 Renault.
That's deep.
Let me mute Coach, man. Coach giving out his goddamn address and stuff, man. Somebody be over at his house, man. Coach giving out addresses and stuff, man. But yeah, man, that's a crazy situation though, right there and stuff, man. Hey, I don't blame these guys taking their money, but like Shannon Sharpe said, he said, how can these players be considered selfish? And when you got these billionaire owners don't want to help with the collective bargaining agreement, don't want to go up, they don't want to move, they don't want to do anything. But how can a billionaire owner who controls everything calling a player selfish because he's holding out for his health, his longevity, his family's financial future? How can a billionaire owner call that person selfish, man? How can a billionaire owner call, and they paint the picture that he's selfish, but a billionaire owner ain't gonna do X, Y, and Z to improve around the stadium, to help. How can he call him selfish, man? Without, I'm listening.
As a billionaire owner, don't care nothing about nothing but his bottom line. You're a commodity. You're not a person.
You're a number.
You are a number.
Sounds just like big corporations, right?
There are very few billionaire owners that go all out for their teams. The ones who do are the ones who money, it just makes money in their sleep.
Like Arthur Blank.
And like
Gotta say Jerry Jones.
Jerry
Nah.
Jones.
You gotta say Jerry Jones.
Got to, because his players don't hold out for it.
Their team is the most valuable
They
team in the
get
NFL,
paid.
money wise.
Hey man, Jerry Jones can get $10 to $15 billion for the Cowboys if he sold them, man.
And still get
Man,
royalties.
don't forget he the reason that they put in the salary cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big. If they didn't put in the salary cap, Jerry Jones would be like goddamn George Steinbrenner was with the Yankees. An unlimited pocketbook. Jerry Jones can do things other people can't do. If that was just like George Steinbrenner in baseball. George Steinbrenner could sign players. He wait till the last hour if it's between and the Dodgers or the Giants. He'll wait till the last minute, swoop in there and throw just an unlimited amount of money at a player, and then next thing you know, they're a Yankee.
But here's the key. The Cowboys aren't the biggest money maker for Jerry Jones.
right.
Jerry
That's what I'm
Jones
talking
makes
about.
way more money by renting out that stadium for the high school state playoff, for all those
Concerts.
concerts, fights.
That's just like the Warriors owner. When remember when COVID hit and they were trying to figure out how to get fans back in the arenas. The Warriors owner was willing to pay whatever he needed to pay to have the testing that you can do, the instant testing, to be able to get 50% of the fans in the arena.
He did it too.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
was gonna test everybody that came in.
And
But you know who took? I'm gonna tell you. You know who took a blueprint out of Jerry Jones's book? What's the man out there who got so far? Stan Kroenke.
Stan Crook, bastard.
Hey, he took.
This old pussy
Hold
ass
on.
piece of shit had a nerve to bring the fucking greatest show to turf out there to honor them, motherfucker.
Hey, what you say, gang? What you saying, gang?
All owners did it. All owners did it. Jerry Jones was the first owner to do the partnership by naming your stadium after a company. He originated that.
Naming rights.
Name it right.
Yeah. AT&T stated. Yep.
He
I'm sorry.
originated that.
He
That's
is no
why all
longer
those-
welcome in this. He not welcome in this city. He know he can't ever come
That's
back.
why all those stadiums are now named after something, because you can sell it and people will pay to put their name on it. But
Yep.
see, but let me tell you why I say the owners aren't selling out for their players. Because you got college locker rooms that are better than professional locker rooms.
Yep, like Georgia,
How can that
Alabama.
happen? TCU, Colorado's new locker room.
Colorado knew. I was just gonna say that.
And what the killer is, Colorado has went so far as they are selling individual like lockers. If you're a fan, you can get an actual locker like the locker room, equipped with the TVs, the storage room, everything built in your house. They have a company that'll come out and do it.
Yes. Hey,
That's
man.
business, though. You got to be a great business mind. You got to be an innovator. You got to be
That's
willing
it.
to do what the next person won't do.
Yep. And you got to think, Jerry Jones is going to host, Dallas is going to host one of the college football playoff games, if not the championship. So he got money there. He made a ton of money on the Tyson Jake Paul fight. It talks about him, Canelo, and what's the name of fighting there? It's gonna be between there and Vegas. Canelo and Bud Crawford. They talking about fighting there.
I think he done had WWE there.
Oh yeah, they had a goddamn WrestleMania there and everything, man.
Yeah.
And it had everything in that stadium.
Right. So
Final Fours, NCAA championships,
Taylor
concerts.
Swift concert was there.
Didn't they have the Republican National Convention there one year?
Yup.
Yep. Hey man, hey, one thing you can't argue about Jerry Jones. He is a innovative. He's a smart businessman. He is probably one of the smartest businessmen.
But he's a terrible GM.
And that's what they talk about.
Because they don't look at wins and losses. They looking at a bottom line, dog.
They're looking at dollars. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're not looking at the same picture.
He's still a horrible general manager.
He's still a
because
horrible
even if you're looking
general
at bottom, even if you're looking at bottom line, your
No,
bottom
you're
line
looking-
ain't
you're
producing
confusing
enough
me.
revenue to fill them seats up.
How come
If-
it ain't?
Let's be real, gang. If
I am
Dallas
being
Cow,
real. I am
if
being real.
Dallas Cowboys
Hold up.
was an American team,
No,
bro,
you're talking wins and losses, BT.
but we're not talking. But when you a general
How
manager,
much
going,
money the Cowboys have made this year?
You keep saying that game, but it's not from the
it's
Cowboys.
not the Cowboys, man. It's not the
It's not
Cowboys.
from all the other
As a
days.
general manager, Jerry Jones is horrible. As an overall business mindset person, he's fantastic. But if you're talking about bottom line, you have to ask yourself, okay, game, ask yourself this. What all the money I just spent on my two top people, what did my bottom line give me this year? A team that should tank so we can go get more draft picks.
Okay,
So
but
tell me,
look,
what did I spend money on? A quarterback that's going down the drain and CD Lamb not
That's
happy.
one time in the last how many years?
That's not no one time. He also did that to
No,
Easy
they
and then
just had
traded
the
him as
number
well
one
too.
offense. My dude, they just had the number one
You may
offense
want to
for
go
like
look
the
at that
last
boy's
4 years.
transaction. Go look at that boy transaction history and how many dumb people he didn't put on contract just to trade him out.
Okay, who had the number one offense last year?
Here it is right here, man, what y'all was asking for.
But
man.
what did Dallas do last
The
year?
Dallas Cowboys revenue in 2024 is $1.22 billion, making them the NFL's highest earning team.
Team. What are you saying again?
This makes them the highest earning team with the brand valuation of $2.9 billion.
So because the product, just because the product ain't performing to what you want to see, that don't mean what you think it means.
Boy, he's in Texas in a part of football country. Do you not like he had no other choice but to win that state? Put a star on the helmet, make it seem like America's team, and spend all the money into it, and then try to flip the stadium. Like, I'm not saying that overall that wasn't a good. I'm not saying that wasn't a good business mindset
you
or a
might
good
have been
business
too
mind.
young.
But 10, 15 years ago, yeah.
No, you might have been too young when Jerry Jones bought the Cowboys. You might not even always understand. He bought them in like the late 80s, early 90s.
People's champ, pull up the
took them to
Cowboys
that side.
attendance at football games in the last how many years?
It's gonna always be through the roof, Coach Corey, because it's Texas. They don't have nothing to do
they
down
show
there in
up for
Dallas.
football games. No
Like, you
matter
got to
what.
think about this. Okay, game. Hold on, game. Hold on. Let me say something real quick, game.
Okay.
If we bring up the revenue from the University of Texas football program versus Dallas, I guarantee you it's not that much of a difference.
Bring
University-
up the revenue for Houston, Texas, another NFL
University
team,
of Texas.
and see how the Houston Texans are in Texas.
But you can't use them because they weren't relevant.
They brand new, bro. You got to think of they brand new almost.
So now, all right, I can't use them.
So here's the attendance right now.
That's crazy. The piece of shit Jets are second.
Bro, go to the
Wow.
University of Texas, bro. Revenue.
Dallas 93,005. They number one in attendance. The Texas
That's
Jets
average.
are 2, the Giants are 3, Green Bay 4, Denver 5, Kansas City 6. The Rams are 7, Atlanta 8.
Now, hold on, put a star next to that because they do have the largest stadium, and SoFi is the second largest.
Hey, and that's what I was gonna say. They got a big old stadium too.
That too.
I think that thing seats 100 and maybe what 20,000, 115,000.
108,000, I think.
Yeah, it should be
I
like
guess what
4,000
I'm
less than
saying
the University of Texas Stadium.
And what I'm saying is, certain teams, regardless of the product, gonna get the money.
I understand that.
Like Jacksonville, for instance, if you don't put a good product out there, ain't nobody gonna go see it.
And
That's
look
the
who
same thing.
led.
It was the same thing with the St.
Because
Louis
there's
Rams.
other things to do in Jacksonville.
I didn't hear you.
There's other
Hey, B,
things
look
to
up
do
the
in
attendance
Jacksonville.
report for the University of Texas football and they
But you-
revenue.
All right, now look at Chicago, and Chicago dead last, and it's a lot of things to do in Chicago. But do you think? The stigma of Chicago got them dead last when it comes to attendance?
No,
No,
Chicago is a
man.
basketball town. Simple as that. Chicago is all about the Chicago Bulls.
No, they're not.
I think
You have
every
Chicago's
team-
Chicago's a
A baseball town.
It's a baseball
Yeah,
town.
but also look at it like this. You have more people that regardless if you like Dallas or not, if you got a ticket to the game, you go. Whether they got a bad product on the field or not. It don't work like that in Chicago. Motherfuckers will pass on that ticket. First thing to come up, it's too cold.
Hey, that's a legit fact.
Right, but you also have to take into consideration that people may be going to the games in Dallas is not going to see Dallas.
Right. There's more things to do in the state. Yes.
Now, game. Now, hold on. This is what I was saying. The state of Texas, look at B Stream, bro. University of Texas.
I can't look. I'm driving. Gotta chill.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the University of Texas, bro, they average seats of attendance has been 101,000 since 2009. Texas has fell off and just got back home. It's the state of Texas, bro. They are a football state. So no matter what, you only got two NFL teams down there. Houston and Dallas. Before it was Houston, everybody from Texas was going to Dallas to watch the Dallas Cowboys games, bro. Now, like, I get what you're saying, but in all actuality, Jerry Jones is a horrible GM when it comes to player management and trying to build an actual development of team.
I can't say
Overall,
that.
running and managing money, great.
I
But
can't agree with you. I can't and the reason I can't is because they've had the talent and just have not pulled it off.
game, everybody has talent and not pull it off. They all NFL players.
Right.
Have they done though? I am 32 years old. Dallas Cowboys ain't done shit since I've been born. Goddamn me, they last Super Bowl was
Okay, and what have the Chargers done since you've been born?
my favorite team is the Ravens. So I don't know what we talking about the Chargers.
And
For.
what right? Well, why are you talking about that? What have the Raiders done since you've been born? I can go down the list.
Ain't nobody justifying the Raiders. We all know that the Raiders has a lot of issues.
You only get one champion every year. You only get one. You get one.
I forgot you a Cowboys fan, ain't you?
It ain't even about that. No, I'm a businessman.
But in order to be a champion, you got to be in the playoffs.
You got to be relevant.
They wasn't in the play. Right. You got to put what I said. I'm a businessman, so I understand the business side of what's going on.
But
nobody ever debates the business side of the Cowboys. And this is what it is. And the reason why we get into this conversation is because you don't hear a bunch of there are some Raider fans, and every fan base got a small percentage of fans that saying our team is going to the Super Bowl. It ain't a small percentage of Cowboys fans that say that every year. It is the whole entire fan base.
And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with saying my wife
We
the most
all know
beautiful
that y'all
thing?
are
No,
honestly
listen to
not
what I'm
making it to
finna
the Super
say.
Bowl.
What's wrong with saying my wife the most beautiful thing in the world, but she ugly as a duck?
Well,
Ain't
a
nothing
lot of things
with
wrong
that.
with that.
The
A
game
lot of
say
things
she
wrong
a
with that.
mud.
So,
Game
gang,
say she a
so gang,
She a
mud
I
whole
got
duck.
a
booger
question,
though.
man.
Say
Listen,
she a
it
mud
don't,
duck.
it don't matter how, it
Right.
don't matter how much lipstick you put on that hoe. She's still gonna be a thought water at the end of the day.
Exactly. If you don't fuck with, if you don't mess with it, then guess what? It's ugly.
But here's the thing.
But the money ain't.
The Cowboys sold the most tickets last year, and they finished second behind the 49ers in revenue.
49ers playing more games too.
That's the point, because they're relevant. They get in the playoffs, and they keep.
What do you mean? The Cowboys have been in the playoffs. This is the first year they've missed in how many years?
I don't consider
And this is the same point.
Are you considering the wild card a playoff spot?
Right.
Why
You can't consider a wild card game that they lost, bro.
So
playoff
it's
spot.
not a playoff. It's only a playoff spot for everybody else in the league right now.
No, you got to think about it. A wild card spot isn't a playoff spot unless you win the wild card game. When was the last time that Dallas won a wild card game? Oh, I forgot. Get belt to ass.
Zaire, come on, stop. Leave stuff alone. Stop. You gonna get yourself hurt. Stop.
He ain't trying to hear that.
I ain't heard you, game, because we had CC taking care of some business in the background.
I said Dallas won the East last year. They went in as the number one seed.
And then what did they do?
Green Bay.
What did they do?
I said they lost to Green Bay. So
that was their first game, right? That was their first game, correct?
I can't remember.
Green Bay took them out in the second round, so they still didn't win the playoff game.
Who to go? Well, get your nerve.
No, I'm just saying, bro. Just because you have a bye doesn't.
That was the first. They won the division last year, and they lost in the first round.
And
We're gonna have to put a pin in this. It's 8:40. We ain't even got into none of the stuff we really need to talk about tonight.
We gonna definitely circle back around when it comes to football time, but we gotta finish up with college football rankings, man. Oregon still number 1, Ohio State 2, Texas 3, Penn State 4, Notre Dame 5, Miami 6, Georgia 7, Tennessee 8, SMU 9, Indiana dropped down to 10, but they still in the playoff hunt. Boise is at 11, and Clemson is at 12. This is what's getting me. How in the hell is Alabama 13? They just one game out the playoff hunt.
Because they fucking full of shit, man. They trying to keep their asses relevant. There ain't no way in hell they should be in the top 20 with 3 losses. There's no way. And you got teams below them with 1 loss. It's bullshit.
Hey, man, look at her, man. They are top 3. Period.
Now, how the hell Tennessee only 8 and 2 of your top 5 teams lost this past weekend? I'm sorry.
It's about the money. Once again, it's about the money.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know, gang.
Have Alabama players put a TCU in against the top-ranked team. They're not doing that no more.
Any way they can get Alabama in these playoffs, they go try to get Alabama in these playoffs, man.
Right. It's gonna happen.
Now, the only way it won't happen if Alabama lose to Auburn the last game of the season.
Don't lose that Iron Bowl. Stick a fork in their ass.
That's the only way it won't happen.
That's the only way it won't happen.
Oh, you know the refs are gonna be like not making calls in that game, and Alabama gonna get all the damn calls. You know it's coming.
Right, but don't let a team ahead of them lose the season.
They gonna jump all the way back up in the top 10.
Right back up.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Let me ask y'all this question. So, you got a one-loss Indiana. I'm gonna throw this one out there. You got a 1-loss Indiana, and a 3-loss Alabama.
They gonna take Alabama. They gonna take Alabama.
Yep. They certainly are, brother.
They
No
gonna take
question.
us.
I keep hearing them say
They
Indiana
take-
ain't played nobody.
They go hold that
They
strength of
taking
schedule
Alabama.
against Indiana.
Yeah, they ain't played nobody.
They gonna
Like
keep holding that strength of schedule over Indiana seed.
but
Yeah, and then what CC on top of that too, they gonna always hold the SEC as the top Power 5 conference,
The Power
even
5
though the committee just
So,
doesn't want to say it.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you this.
But hold on before you say that.
Uh-huh.
That's on this selection show. As I was looking at it, they said Indiana's strength of schedule was in the 100s.
It was.
After that loss, it dropped down into the 60s
Wow.
because of the other teams that's playing. So that strength of schedule is going to change if somebody that Indiana beat starts knocking off people.
Yeah. So my question is this with Boise. Boise, 1 loss. Will a 3-loss Alabama get in over Boise?
Yep.
No.
The boys is just like putting TCU in.
No.
But the thing is that we talk about revenue and money and stuff. And we know Boise has a good following and everything
The
with
only
revenue.
thing that can keep Alabama out is those 5 conference winners. That's the only thing. If one of those conference winners are above them and get beat in the conference championship game, they can say what they want. That's gonna hurt them.
Yeah.
Although the committee keeps saying it's not gonna hurt them, it's gonna hurt them.
Yeah. So you
They're
got
gonna possibly have a chance to fall out.
so
And
you
somebody
got-
like Alabama, who they want, is gonna get in.
So Oregon and Ohio State. Ohio State has 1 loss. Oregon is undefeated. Just say, under some crazy chance, Ohio State loses to Michigan, but the Big Ten championship is already set.
Don't put that out there.
Ohio State loses to Michigan, but then they turn around and beat Oregon handily in the Big Ten championship. Do a 2-loss Oregon? I'm gonna do a 2-loss Ohio State. Still stay in that running?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's
they
Ohio
should.
State.
It's Ohio State.
Ohio
They got the revenue base.
Yeah. And right up underneath
And they also got
Alabama at 14 is Ole Miss, and then South Carolina. Other 3 more SEC schools: Alabama, Ole Miss, South Carolina. They're the last 3 on the outside looking in.
Ole Miss got snubbed for that 13. Ole Miss should be ahead of Alabama.
Yeah, Ole Miss should be ahead of Alabama. That's some bullshit.
They got
Ole
Ole
Miss
Miss
had-
right behind Alabama at 14.
But see how they setting it up for Alabama.
Man, what? You can see it.
They ain't far enough down to even if they went out to get if where they should have been, they should have been down at like 20. 19, 20. Then there's
Like
no
the
way they gonna
losses that
climb
they
over.
have, you gotta think about it. If the committee is just like bro was saying, if the committee is counting losses, they just got destroyed by OU. And they didn't drop down low. I mean, drop down a lot at all. And OU wasn't ranked. If I'm not mistaken, OU is just now 1 game above 500, or they may be at 500. So
Yeah,
we ain't
OU was
talking
supposed to
about
be in a layup.
OU
so-
just won a game. They just became bowl eligible with that damn win.
Yep.
Because OU wasn't even bowl eligible at first, dog.
Right, but then who all have OU play?
Nobody. That's part of the problem. That's what hurts
That's what I'm
Mizzou
at.
because when they play OU and they beat, I'm sorry, that's what hurts Tennessee because we beat OU at the time they were ranked and now they're not. So that win don't really count for nothing.
Oh, okay.
well, yes they do because they still in the SEC.
Yeah, but them not being ranked helps because you gotta look at that whole column where it says points.
Yeah.
That's the column you gotta look at.
Oklahoma lost to Tennessee. They lost to Texas, number 6 Tennessee, number 1 Texas. 8, they lost to South Carolina. Number 25, number 18 Ole Miss, number 24 Mizzou, and they beat number 7 Alabama.
See, everybody that they lost to is in the top 25, bro. So
That's
it's not
it.
like OU really has a stronger strength and schedule than Alabama. It's like all of their SEC tough games that they went through this year, they took an L on. It was just like when Mizzou switched over, bro, and Texas A&M. They going through the first years of being in the SEC. Texas was just already prone to it because, like I was saying earlier, Texas is a football state.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna be interesting though, man. Speaking of interesting, man, Colorado took one on the chin this weekend, man. That running back from Kansas, Jesus Christ,
Put it on them.
man, they couldn't stop that dude, man. They gashed him. Colorado had Kansas had 7 possessions and scored all 7 times. They controlled the time of possession. They either field goals or touchdowns. Colorado didn't they couldn't stop them. They couldn't stop them. No way, shape, or form.
Well,
And,
and the most disappointing thing about that Colorado game was they got out physical.
They got bullied. Yes, coach, you're right. They got little boy. They got bullied that
Good
game.
boy.
And,
They did.
I'm gonna tell you, the last couple of weeks, I really thought Colorado's O-line and D-line was playing tough and physical, and then they came and got punched in the mouth by KU.
I mean, they
I didn't
literally
see
punched
guys
them in the
getting
mouth.
off. I didn't see guys getting off of blocks. I mean, they was getting spun out. What I mean by spun out is they was getting turned and KU was blocking them in the back, driving them into the linebackers, and they was facing the linebackers. I'm like, how does that happen? Really?
They light in the tail, coach.
At
They
some
want to
point, you got to fall. You got to do something. You can't just get pushed back into the linebackers. I mean, I understand getting whooped,
Hey,
but at some point, you got to put on the brakes. Go down, go do something
hey,
to
man,
help your defenders.
I want y'all to see something, man. And y'all want me to tell y'all, I need y'all to tell me what y'all think about this play, man. And I thought it was just a bullshit, dirty play, but listen.
Dean Miller. Oh, and he is going right to the knee. It's Dean Miller. Oh, and he is going right to the.
Let me pull out this one.
That's vicious, man. That's
Damn.
vicious. That's vicious.
That's dirty.
That's
too.
vicious.
That's dirty.
That's dirty as heck, man.
That's white boy dirty. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Man, did you see how he look? Hold on, let's do.
I mean, I just don't know how that's legal overall. Like, I ain't understand that, but you know, it is what it is. There's a couple plays like that, but.
What do you think
Welcome
of
to
that play?
KP.
Do you think it was roughing the passer?
But you know what?
I mean, I just don't know how that's legal overall. Like, I ain't understand that, but you know, it is what it is. There's a couple plays like that, but.
What do you think of that play?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what was significant though. The guys that was calling the game, man, they was talking about you can cue us back up, D. But the guys that was calling the game, they said Karma has his way of putting them back in that situation because Shedeur ain't gonna forget that, or if the guy and the guy who put the hit on him is definitely gonna be playing on Sundays too. But they say Karma is gonna have its way again because that right there could have ended. That would have took Shedeur out. If that would have ended his career, ended his season, ain't no doubt he would have came back next year. He would have had to come back next year. He couldn't just go to the NFL just like. I mean, granted, Anthony Richardson did it. Now Anthony Richardson was a shoulder, but what's my boy name? What's your boy name up in Detroit, D, for Tennessee?
You talking about Hendon Hooker?
Hendon Hooker. He came back from a torn ACL. I mean, he still got drafted. J-Mo, torn ACL. They still drafted him and stuff.
Denorio Alexander.
You know what?
Yeah.
I was really surprised because if I'm a teammate, I'm about to get a penalty right there.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
get
whooping somebody's
ejected.
ass.
I'm finna get ejected.
Something finna happen. He not finna let that happen, or he not gonna do that and
Just walk back to the huddle
Oh no, because right then I'm gonna become a goon like in hockey.
with no stick.
Because
But
when I was in high school, they did that to our quarterback, and he busted his hand open on an obvious late hit. And I swear to God, I ran all the way across the field from my route and just dove headfirst into that dude and started a fight. We had an all-out fight. Yep.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
Because, man, you can't let that happen. You just can't. I'm sorry.
you gotta
If I
protect
would've
your
got
team.
kicked
So
out-
like nobody, I didn't see the game, so nobody did shit.
Nobody.
Nobody.
This is
Laid
what,
on the
this is
ground
where
and they
everybody.
came out.
This is where everybody need to
And
Draymond.
Deion
Green.
didn't have shit to say about it.
Oh, he was screaming and pissed, but what he gonna do? He can't go
But-
out there and tackle nobody.
That's
Oh,
why
I know, but
that's why you
you know, you could call certain
lineman,
plays. You could call certain plays to go at certain people at certain times of the game. The same way in hockey, how why they have what coach called goons. See some shit like happen like that in hockey. Oh, please believe these motherfuckers is gonna be skating, looking back like this the whole goddamn rest of the game. They about to get face plant.
I would have had to get ejected, man. I think I would have got ejected, man, because I would have came charging in and speared him right on the ground after he hit my quarterback. And then flags would have been flying. I think they would have tossed me, man.
How did none of the linemen go over and do anything? It's beyond me.
Not one person.
Not one lineman,
Or-
man.
I mean, if I'm a guy that don't even get in the game, I'm going up to coach. If I'm a wide out or anybody and be like, Coach, let me go in. I'll take care
Put
of
me
it.
in. Give me a route.
So,
On the next play, I don't even have to be involved.
I'm going right at his ass.
So can I play devil's advocate?
Go ahead.
Hold on. Before you play devil's advocate, Ant, hey, everybody saw the program, right? Y'all saw the program when
Latimer.
I'm talking about Alvin Mack. When Alvin Mack was talking all this shit and everything, that offensive lineman remembered that shit. And he came on the back, he was pulling. And he came down and Alvin Mack didn't even see him. And what did he do to Alvin Mack?
Blew his shit out.
Yes. But go ahead, Ant. Go ahead, Ant.
Due, motherfucker.
All right. On a hit like that, I'm not saying a hit like that isn't vicious. I'm not saying that he didn't intend on to take him out for the rest of the season. I'm not for sure. I'm not there. But from being a player, it's like setting the tone. I don't know when the hit was a part of the game. I don't know if it was late. I don't know if it was early. But that's like it's like a tone setter kind of a hit. Like just like in basketball, if you get a steal, instead of doing a layup, do a windmill dunk, and you get your crowd into it. So that could have been a tone setter to let the rest of the guys know on his team, like, hey, look, we can compete with these guys. Let's wake up. I don't know. But if it wasn't at a time or a point of the game like that,
third quarter.
then without it was in the third quarter?
End of the third quarter.
About a minute and something left in the third quarter.
And what was the score?
They was down by 2 scores.
2 touchdowns.
See, I'm not saying that with me knowing that information, I'm not saying that that's a dirty hit 100%. Because at the end of the day, we still playing football. If I've already ejected and left my feet, I'm not trying to intend on hurting you, but at the same time, though, with these rules that's set for these defensive players, it's like, what really can they do? Maybe that's what he thought was a legal hit.
I see where you're going, and the thing is, I had this argument before the season when they started changing all these rules, And I said, if you have a kid that's playing football, switching the offense. Like, don't even try to play defense because they trying to legislate and take defense out of the game. However, in that particular instance, the man is throwing the ball. He's defensive. He's wide open, right? And we supposed to be protecting quarterback so much. There is no way in the NFL that player ain't getting ejected for that same type of hit, right? He getting ejected. No, easy.
Once your quarterback come out the pocket, you can do that shit. We're no longer protected outside
in the
the pocket.
NFL, bro. They just don't go low, but we do see it in the NFL, though, bro.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, and I'm gonna play.
Think about the rules, what they teaching the players. The hit low.
Yes, I was just gonna say that game. He could. If he went high and hit him high,
he would have took his. He really would have took his.
He didn't have to hit him high. Hit him right in the
fucking
chest.
If he hit him up high,
way, if
you
hit
are
high
risking
or low,
you risking the chance of getting targeted. You go get ejected out the
it's
game.
It's only targeting
anyway.
when you lead with your head, BP. You keep your head up and hit him with your shoulder right in his chest.
But the thing is, though, you can't control. You can come in for a regular tackle, but you can't control that offensive guy if they lower their head. Now
he didn't.
You come
he threw the ball, so he's definitely not lowering his head.
No, but I'm just saying you can't control that guy when he lowers his head and everything. The offensive guy. Then if I'm coming in and make a tackle and he lowers his head and get lower, and now my crown hit him in the chin because he lowered his head lower and everything. Now I'm gonna get a target. I'm gonna get.
Let's
ejected.
keep it a buck. The whole rule is fucking stupid because it's so hard to legislate. It's so subjective. It's dumb. And the thing is, if you just let them play football, we never had this problem before, right?
Yeah.
We knew it was a violent game. We knew injuries was part of the game. Now, since it's monetized and now they're making money, NIL and sponsorships and boosters and all this shit. Now they're assets. They're not gladiators and warriors anymore. So we have to protect the assets. Hence all these fucking rule changes. And here's the fucked up part with all these rule changes. There are actually more motherfucking injuries than before.
True. I got a question though. I ain't here to play devil's advocate, but what if this is how the game of football was intended to be played overall? Because when we grew up, it was more so go run through somebody. Whereas now is honestly, it's a whole different art of the
two-hand tag and then try to get him on the ground. This is why you see so many missed tackles.
Honestly, these little dudes, like, okay, I just had this conversation. The reason that the game is different, bro, is because you have to think about it. When we grew up, we was taught how to play the line, taught how to play tight end, everything in JFL. Now you have from JFL all the way up, they work on one specific skill set.
Specialized, yeah.
So of course, the game is played much faster than what we played it, bro. So if we go out there and tell somebody to go play smash mouth football nowadays, I'm not gonna lie, the other team is gonna run it up 80 points easy, because the game of football is really about spacing and understanding how to control that for your overall advantage. It ain't just about trying to run through and make somebody do this. It's really a art to it, bro. Like, and I get it now with the coaching. It's like, so I get where you coming from, but at the same point in time, bro, I can say this. It's less risk for the head concussions than it is now back from when we played it, because we did have a lot of violent hits and a lot of head first kind of an tackle that was just eliminating players for the game. So I don't know, man.
My only issue is where he put the
where
hit.
he went. Yeah.
You got a guy that's running, throwing off balance. You don't have to go down there.
Yeah. But if he go up top and he go through his chest, now we got maybe a broken rib cage because he unprotected.
Or targeting, like I say. Game, what
There's
you
no way around
say,
it.
Game?
Yeah,
Game.
like it's football.
Game, what you finna say, Game? You finna say some, Game?
No, I was just gonna say you gotta understand when that quarterback comes outside that box.
He fair game. He fair game.
More every game.
Hey man, but
It's how they talk to you now.
Yep.
And then while you being the coach, or y'all still think to like when you go for contract, like with your hands, like you come down on it like that. They don't sit there no more, do they?
Nope.
See what I'm saying? It goes low. Even the rules say go low.
Facts. We
But
teach our players how to get a roll.
He went after the quarterback like you go after a big 6 foot, 289-pound tight end. That's my issue with it.
Hey, when you get those hands to put it down, don't always put it down.
Say that again.
I say in football, whenever a player has gotten the opportunity to put a big hit on somebody, it has always been done.
Yeah, but I'm all for the big hit, but I'm not about the big hit down below the waist.
It's
Yeah, taking people's knees and shit out ain't cool.
Big hits and dirty hits, man. Hey, man. Hey, let's move on to NFL, man.
Hey, before you do that, BP, I went ahead and closed the poll out. So the poll question of the night was, hang on, let me pull it up here. Poll question of the night was, who was the biggest piece of shit in fantasy this season? Aaron Rodgers, Quentin Johnston, Daniel Jones, or Rachaad White? With a staggering 77% of the vote, that original piece of shit wins with 77%.
Quentin Johnson.
Rodgers.
Man,
West 10, what's up, West 10?
And the new piece of shit, Quentin Johnson, tied with Daniel Jones for second.
Hey, you didn't have Tyreek Hill on there.
I started to put him on there, and I started to put Hill and Waddle.
He is a big turd.
Him and Waddle.
And speaking, good thing, that's a perfect segue to Aaron Rodgers, man.
Piece of
Aaron
shit.
Rodgers, he came out
At
and
it
said,
again.
The Jets is his first option if he decides to play in 2025. Now, a lot of this is lining up just like Brett Favre did. You guys remember the same situation? It seemed like it's history repeating itself. Former Green Bay Packer quarterback goes to the Jets, contemplates retirement, and then finishes off with the Vikings. But ain't no telling what Rodgers gonna finish off at. But I don't think he's going back to the Jets next year. What y'all think?
He ain't going nowhere. Nobody wants him. They can see he's a diminished product. He's done.
What you say, Game?
I say it ain't like Minnesota job. They'll both Sam Darnold to bring them in.
Yeah?
I'm not saying that it's right. I'm saying that. They would do that.
They're stupid. You better off keeping Darnold.
Not disagreeing with you. But once again,
as long as
the Vikings gonna Vikings, so if they do it, I'm not shocked.
But you
as
know
long
what?
as the Giants and the Raiders are still part of the NFL, anybody, Aaron Rodgers still got a chance to get a job.
Hey man, one organization that should feel like a turd burger one person that should feel like a turd burger should be Devontae. Devontae should feel like a straight turd burger, man.
Like a straight ass.
You follow this man up here just so him to cheat on you again. Damn.
So he can leave again.
Didn't I say that?
Cheat on you again. Yeah.
You did say that, CC.
Didn't I say that? I said the last place that Devontae Adams need to take his behind to is to the Jets. If you don't go somewhere where there is a
chance of winning
and
a good culture.
A good culture. Like you might as well just sustain it in Vegas.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Right.
He wouldn't have ended up in the Chiefs because they wouldn't go. Ain't no way the Raiders would have traded them within the division.
They wouldn't have had no choice.
They wouldn't have did that. They wouldn't have did.
If the Kansas City said we'll take the salary and we give you some draft picks, all right.
I think they would have traded them to the NFC team before they traded them to the Chiefs.
Ain't really no NFC team was gonna take them.
What difference would it make if they traded to the Chiefs? It ain't like keeping them was gonna get them past the Chiefs.
Exactly.
Yeah. but that's the thing though. what Rodgers said that he was going to possibly the Jets was his first option in 2025. If I was Jets ownership, I would cut his ass right now. I would cut his ass.
Cut your losses
right
now. The season's already over with. You might as well start building
right
for next
now,
year.
Tank and try to get me one of these top 5, one of these top 3 quarterbacks out there and stuff. Man.
Let Tyrod finish the year out because we already know Adams is gonna shut it down. Adams ain't finna play hard no more. But what?
Hey, the part you missing is Aaron Rodgers said he didn't know if he was coming back first. He said he was undecided.
Oh, he finna play that bullshit card, huh?
Yep. He doing this. He doing the same thing again,
Piece
man.
of shit.
That's right there, man.
Flush his ass down the damn toilet.
If I was Devontae Adams, man, I would have just went across his chin. I'm sorry.
I just punch. He's standing in his house, so he really can't punch him in the face, BP.
What you say, Game? Say that again, Game.
We want somebody Aaron Rodgers right now that no player can give you. No player performs the first round to come back from an ACL, sir.
Yeah.
If it is one, call him out.
No. Even Kirk Thuggins, man, he ain't doing nothing down there in Atlanta. He's struggling.
They ain't right, and it makes they ain't right, but it was an Achilles, and that makes it worse.
I mean, okay, right.
It takes 2 years.
It takes that time because you gotta regain your confidence.
Yeah.
Like you seen both of them try to run, it's painful.
But I'm gonna say this though, Game. You are 100% correct. But the decision making and the bad throws that he making
Had nothing to do with
don't have
ACL.
nothing to do with his Achilles.
Achilles, sorry.
Because if you watch how he throw, the foot that he ruptured his Achilles on is never on the ground anyway.
I heard what you're saying.
So that's definitely a contributing factor. His injury has made him less mobile. But then that goes back to the Jets. They knew he was going to be compromised. If you don't go all out to protect that man, that's your first problem.
He a sitting duck.
And then
a lame duck.
And then you gotta put more on the running game. You gotta tell Aaron Rodgers, dog, you gotta have a running game. You can't move.
Yeah.
Sorry, sitting
You
turkey.
gotta
It
have
is
some give
Thanksgiving.
and take. And I don't know if Aaron Rodgers would do that.
Hey man, it's gonna be interesting how
I mean, it was just crazy.
Who moves the worst? Kirk Cousins or Aaron Rodgers? Because both of them are awful.
Aaron Rodgers, he's older.
Yeah.
Because all the defenses, when the defenses play the Jets and the Falcons, all they do is blitz. I'm blitzing the whole game.
Because they can't get out the pocket. They can't get out the pocket.
Can't move.
I remember saying this the week 1 of the NFL season when we was picking games, and there were certain people who was picking Kirk Thuggins playing the Steelers, and I kept trying to say, the dude just tore his Achilles.
He can't move.
He can't move. He didn't duck for that pass rush.
Well, my dumb ass kept picking the goddamn Jets, and then I think I said 2 weeks ago I ain't picking them the rest of the season. No matter who they play.
And I was with you.
I got burned too many times. And I'm about that at that point with the Falcons too. I ain't picking them the rest of the season.
I'm going to say this. It's an injustice for those offensive coordinators to allow them dudes to be sitting ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. You got
a person in a compromised position. You got to go back to the traditional.
Go back to what works. Hey man, on another note, Mr. DeVito got his noodles knocked off, and he's not 100% to play Thursday versus the Cowboys.
Dude, how is he in the NFL?
He is horrible, man.
We talked about that, Coach, before you jumped on about how the hell Then Daniel Jones get demoted to fourth string from a
Tommy
starter.
DeVito is horrible, man.
You didn't even play Drew Lock, and Drew Lock was like just as confused as everybody else. How the hell am I not starting?
Hey man, DeVito.
Well, if that ain't
is
a tank
horrible.
job.
Dude, DeVito
Jesus.
don't deserve to be an NFL dog.
He's
I would take-
garbage.
But see, you know
I would
what?
take Colin Kaepernick right now after him being out of the league 8 years before I would start Danny DeVito.
Off the couch.
Hey,
Right.
man.
I'll take Cam Newton.
hey,
I'll take
hey,
Cam
hey,
Newton.
I was getting
Right
ready
off
to say,
first take.
You can tell it's bad when Coach called the nigga Danny DeVito, man.
Hey, Coach, would you take Cam straight off first take with
Yes.
his funny ass hats?
I would take him, and I would take the other guy off of ESPN.
Dan Orlovsky.
Yep.
Orlovsky. Dumbo. I call him Dumbo because he got some big ass ears.
Yeah, I take all three of them before I take Danny DeVito.
Man, that is too funny, man. Hey,
Chicken cutlets.
Hey,
I know
man.
what happened. His mama didn't cook him up a good Sunday meal. That's what fucked him up.
Hey, man. Hey, before we hit our games up, man, I gotta tell y'all, Baker Mayfield is suing his father's company on claims money has not been repaid. So the gist of it, Baker suing his father, who is the founder of Campwood Capital, and Baker's brother, Matt Mayfield, is the managing director. Between 2018 and 2021, substantial large sums of money came out of Baker and Emily Mayfield's personal account and was transferred to the Campwood Capital accounts. So Baker is suing his dad's company for $12 million, saying that this money was taken out of their personal account to fund TCMG Group, one of the subsidiaries of the Campwood Capital.
Man, we are
He ain't
gone.
gonna win this. They gonna say, "Hey, bro, it sounds like you loaned your dad and your brother some money to
Some
be an
money.
investor."
You
Get the
invested
hell out
it.
of
It went belly up, tough titty.
Do you
This
think
how a lot of
Baker-
players end up losing money. They make these badass, shady investments. They be listening to their damn families like, man, this you can't lose. We just need you to front the money. And then what
You know
happened? The
what?
motherfucking company fold in like 2-3 years. Oh well, shit. You know, it sounded good.
Hey man, I'm just shocked that Baker. Hey, Baker said he's suing his daddy and suing the company, man. Ain't
Hey,
say
man.
he's suing the. Hey man, it's actually $11,741,000, basically $12 million, man.
I heard something that somebody told me a long time ago with some wise words. The people that'll fuck you over are the people that look like you, live with you, or close to you.
Hey, like they always say, family and business never mix, man.
That's a bad. I'm telling you, man.
It is, but also you put a little money around family members, then that really shows you how to just relate.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you come into some certain type of money, you gotta leave their asses alone.
Hey, everybody ain't equipped to go to the next level with you, man.
What you want
Gotta
to
leave some people behind.
Everybody is not equipped to go to the next level with you, man.
Here's
Hey,
my
and when
thing
it's
about
all
this
said
whole
and
thing.
done, they gotta be okay with the fact that I don't fuck with you no more.
This is what I don't understand. Your brother and your dad are successful enough to have a company. What they need your money for?
That part.
That's why this is gonna look crazy for him.
But they
But
got
you
it.
going
So
after 12 million.
Or it could have been he was trying to hide the money so he didn't have to pay taxes on it. Now they have these foundations and charitable events and all this shit so they can hide the money, and then they end up getting the money back on the other side. We all know that game. Man, just pay the damn taxes. Like, you got the money, just pay the damn taxes. You doing all this fucking hemming and hawing, and it always end up biting you in the ass. Just pay the damn taxes.
Man, that's it.
Pay the damn taxes. All these celebrities and athletes down the line, they fucking tax evasion, what was it? Wesley Nestle.
Oh,
He's
man.
still recovering from that shit.
He is, man. Hey, let's jump off into our preview of the recap of the games, man. Start off with our first game, man. First game was Pittsburgh and Cleveland, man. I gotta play this. I gotta play this for y'all. This is funny.
Please don't
Tonight,
do it, man.
we're expecting winds up to 15 miles per hour in a wintry mix. How will that impact your ability to throw
Look
the
at
ball?
his face.
I am so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow, to be in true football weather in Cleveland, Ohio at Huntington Bank Field today to give him the glory. It's a beautiful day.
Weather conditions tonight, we're expecting winds up to 15.
Man.
This is
That
this
boy
is the
sound like
problem
a
I have with it.
goddamn idiot.
We was cooked
This
from
is the
that
pro-
moment on.
This is the problem I have with it. Now, didn't they just lose to New Orleans last week?
Yes.
Was he saying the same thing after they lost last week?
He had a sermon.
He did have a sermon.
He always got one.
Okay, as long as he's consistent, because I always have a qualm with these athletes that want to be so holier than thou when they winning, and then when they lose, they don't mention God or Jesus.
Dog, I'm so tired of this kind of like.
I got a problem with you thinking God will be your team in the end.
Huh?
But that's what they do.
Exactly.
He's only there to help you, huh? Not help the other team.
He's not gonna help the other team. I got a problem with it.
I don't think that's what he was saying.
But
I
look at
think-
his face, man. It looks like he's reading from a teleprompter.
Hey, but this is the one that really had me. I'll put it in our group chat, man. This is the funniest. This would have me dying. When the white girl from work invites you over for the first time.
Girl from work invite you over for the first time.
I am so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
When the white girl from work invite you over for the first time.
I am so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
When the white
That dude, man.
I mean, it's just that
Walking meme.
he goes a little bit too far. I mean,
All the
it's
time, though.
It's okay
Love
to
music, D, man.
it's
All
okay
the
to thank
damn
God.
time.
It's okay to thank God for
Wilson
giving you
was
the
doing
ability.
that. He'll do that no more, too.
Who?
Russell.
Yeah, Russ do that same shit.
Yeah, he still thanks God for giving him the ability, the opportunity to continue to play. He still does.
Man.
Broncos country, let's ride.
Now
But
that's
that-
what he hasn't. That's what he's not doing.
That's
He
the
like
thing with
doing it.
Jameis, though.
Yeah, to Tom
Yeah.
he's like, don't say that goofy shit over here.
Yeah,
Just go play ball.
Go play. You
Just
thank
go
God.
play ball, man.
Thank God. Thank you for that. Thank God for your ability, but we
And
don't need
keep
no
him-
catchphrases.
Hey, Mike. Hey, that's why he didn't sign with Pittsburgh, man. Because Mike Tomlinson wasn't finna put up and tolerate with that BS, man. But hey, they came back. I think once Pittsburgh scored that touchdown, I was like, oh yeah, they finna pin Cleveland ears back. But this, hey, CC called it a few weeks back. The Indians know. I mean, the Browns know that they ain't finna make the playoffs, and they just finna play spoiler right now.
They finna
Now,
make. They
what happened is
they-
Myles Garrett finally showed up for the season.
finna make the Browns. The Browns are gonna make the Ravens and the Steelers fight out for the division. Like y'all ain't neither one of y'all finna cakewalk the division. Y'all ain't finna just roll us, roll Cincinnati, and walk away with the division. Nah, y'all gonna have to fight.
And Pittsburgh
But look,
they're gonna have another.
Don't
Go
play
ahead.
like Buffalo. They have
But hey, gang.
Well, first lady.
West 10. Go. I know you was waiting for this, West. Go on, give it to me, dog.
All my life I had to fight. Get what? First of all, we ain't worried about no division, man. That shit beneath it. We just want to get in the playoffs. Ain't no motherfucker gonna stop that.
I keep trying to tell you. You can sell that we ain't worried about this division crap to somebody else. A division win guarantees you a home game. And
but we lost. We had that the other year, lost that motherfucker. Well, last year,
we had home field throughout last year.
Exactly.
It don't mean that you don't want it.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, man, we won on the road our last couple runs, goddamn it. So it feel better like that, goddamn it. But either way, like you said,
it don't matter.
It do. When you win, huh?
It don't matter which way you win it, as long as you win
right.
it.
You right. That's basically what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying. First, like, we just want to get in the playoffs. It don't matter if it's at home.
I was saying, and that ain't me talking crap about the Ravens or pointing at the Steelers. What I'm saying, the Browns are playing spoiler. The Browns are gonna make sure
we fight it out.
That neither one of us go cakewalk the division.
Yeah, for sure.
They go. That's all I'm saying. It ain't about whether or not the Ravens don't care about winning the division. They just want into the playoffs. But what nobody care about for real is that bye.
Well, the thing is, Pittsburgh, they took a loss, and we needed them to take a loss, and we glad. I'm glad that they lost. I'm really, really glad that they lost.
Of course you are.
I am glad they got
second day.
I am so glad.
I know all four of you Ravens fans on here are glad about it.
I'm not glad they lost for
Hey, the whole league should be.
No other reason, but I just want CC just to hush. And that's the reason why I'm glad when they lose, CC just has a bad damn day.
Shut up.
And I just have a better goddamn week. It damn near be better than when we win. You know what I'm saying? When y'all lose, it's like, damn, boy, it's gonna be a good week.
and we not jumping on our sister because she know we love her to death, man. You know she don't give a damn. You know she don't give a damn.
Sit your ass down.
Don't give a damn. But it just feels good. Her team ain't winning, man.
Man, I'm glad because I knew their ass was gonna have a letdown.
And they're gonna have a letdown this week when they gotta go up to Cincinnati, but we're gonna talk about that tomorrow night. The next game, Minnesota and the Bears, 30-27 in overtime.
Hey, well, when I say a franchise that's completely snake bitten,
hey dog, they should walk Eberflus out right now.
They not gonna do it.
They go find Eberflus in the They gonna find Eberflus
in the Chicago River.
In the Chicago River, feet first. Yes.
Holding Portillo's Italian sub with hot peppers.
Hey man, dip.
Rex Ryan called it. Rex Ryan said when they blew that game with that Hail Mary, that derailed the whole rest of their season.
That right there is that convinces me right there.
They haven't won a game since, right?
Hey, right after the last game, because you know the last week of the season, all games end at the last game ends at 3:00 or the Sunday night game. There's only one Sunday night game, no Monday night game the last week. The Sunday night game typically over with around 10:05, around 10:30. Eberflus will be fired by a quarter to 11. No, hell no. He'll be fined by 1 to 11, man.
They're not even gonna wait till Black Monday, huh?
No, they gonna fire him on that Sunday night. They not.
Where's the Birds' last game?
It's a divisional game. Actually, all of their games remaining are divisional games, except for like what, 2?
Where they playing their last game
at Green Bay.
Oh, they gonna make his ass fucking catch a Greyhound in the cold, huh?
They play their last game at Green Bay. He dead in the water,
Yeah,
man.
they couldn't blame this loss on Caleb.
And the culprit who they thought was gonna kill him didn't kill him. Justin Jefferson didn't kill him. It was Jordan Addison.
2 catches for like 30-some yards.
Jordan Addison put 160 in their backside, and was it 1 or 2 tubs Jordan Addison had?
He had one. And the thing is, I dropped Waddle to pick him up and got like the identical numbers.
Man, unbelievable. Hey man, next game, Detroit and Indianapolis, 24-6 Detroit.
A couple of key injuries in that game. So we'll talk about that tomorrow.
David Montgomery was a big one, man, and but Jared Goff, man, Josh Downs as well. But is Jared Goff playing MVP type football? Will he be considered the MVP?
No, he's not even close.
No.
Who would you put in front? Let me ask you.
It's a 3-horse race for MVP. It's Josh Allen, Jackson, and Saquon.
If Saquon has another game like
you say, Josh Allen, Jackson, Lamar, and Saquon.
Lamar Jackson and Saquon.
What about Derrick Henry? You want to put Derrick Henry in that race?
No.
No, he had too many eggs.
Saquon kills him.
They killing it all season.
Saquon is killing. Saquon is on pace for what, 2,500 yards?
The most scrimmage yards in one season in the history of the NFL.
Yeah.
Now I got a fun fact for y'all.
What's that?
Get to us, gang.
Name me a team that won the Super Bowl with the leading rush on their team.
With the leading rusher?
Yes, if one player has done it multiple times, there's only been 2 players that have done it. 2 franchises that have done it. So it's kind of. Go ahead.
I was going to say the most recent team that did it was the Rams and Marshall
Ravens. The 01 Ravens.
He did not lead the rush.
No, he didn't.
Jamal Lewis had 2,000 yards that season.
They didn't win the Super Bowl that year.
They did. Oh, they won a year before.
Not.
My bad. It was the year before.
Was it Marshall Faulk game?
Nope.
Not the greatest show on turf, huh?
Was it Emmitt Smith?
Nope.
Emmitt Smith is one.
Emmitt Smith is one. He did it 3 times.
The other one has got to be
Jerome Bettis.
Nope.
Was it Roger Craig?
Nope.
No. Shit, this is a good one. Let's go Packers.
Nope.
Okay, Broncos.
Broncos. Terrell Davis.
Broncos.
Terrell Davis. Yep.
The moral of the story is having that lead rusher ain't always good to have.
Yeah.
That's not a good oath.
Hey man, next game. Miami 34, New England 15. Is Miami turning the corner? What you guys think? Is the Dolphins?
Well, first of all, here's another fun fact. Tua has never lost to the Patriots.
No. Oh wow.
So if you ever want to put a wager, that's like almost a for sure thing, is when Tua playing the Patriots. Take the money line.
No, I had him for Lolo. Just letting y'all know.
I already had 2 quarterbacks, man.
Hey, Ant, do you think the Dolphins is turning that corner?
I mean, the thing about that is it's like everybody says. As long as Tua is healthy, the offense legit can move. But if you don't know if you can keep Tua healthy, which means that you can't have offensive line concerns like you have right now, because you got to keep him within the pocket. Like Like you don't want him scrambling. Like you
Scrambling.
best inside of your offensive line, but unfortunately, you have invested outside with your skill players, and you have neglected some of the key resources that you do need. But the thing about Tua is that a lot of people knows about one fact is he has one of the quickest releases in the game, if not the quickest release. So he can read defense and he gonna get the ball out. And also he can do it. I can say he can do it with multiple or different receivers because he has thrown to multiple different receivers throughout different games and have turned them up, you know, and a lot of tight coverage. So I'm not saying that he does need Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle, but he does need somebody explosive that can be his third down go-to receiver. But it's about keeping him healthy. So
you know what?
They need a running game though. For real.
Hey, his third down, his third down go-to receiver came out to be Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith has stepped up. Hey man, Jonnu Smith has been that's that third down receiver. That's that tight end that can free up a lot of stuff. That's why Waddle had the amazing game he had, because Jonnu was getting big yards and stuff.
He was clearing it out.
That's why Waddle, he was clearing it out. Waddle was able to eat.
But they still need a running game. They need a running game because they're not going to be able to play in Miami. They're going to probably be in some cold weather, and they don't have like Achane is not a powerhouse running back, right? He's a slasher.
Whoa, wait a minute. CMC's not one either.
What's the real question about?
But that's a different offense. They run those stretch plays.
What you say, Wes?
Man, what's the real question about Tua? We know he's surrounded by good receivers. He got a nice little third down back like I feel cool been stepping up. But can he survive a shot, a hit? That's where the whole crowd lose their breath every time he take a hit or a sack. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole question behind Tua. Can he survive? You know what I'm saying? Because he can definitely make plays. He can throw the ball. We know that. You know what I'm saying? But can he survive? Like you say, he getting hurt in the summer, you know, when it's warm. Can he survive a hit in the cold? Goddamn, about one of them motherfuckers coming through there, man. That's the question about Tua, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Facts.
Hey man, but they took it though, man. Hey, next game, the Tampa Bay Bucks 30-7 over the Giants. We ain't gonna even go over there, man. Baker hit for 294. Bucky Irvin, hey, before we move on, Bucky Irvin has solidified himself as that number one running back down in Tampa.
Yeah, 6 weeks too damn late, crusty ass.
But this is the thing though. This is the thing. You know, this is the contract year for Rachaad White.
Oh, he gone.
Without a doubt.
He gone because they got the other little running back, number 44. There's your third down back. They don't need Rachaad White.
It's gonna be him and Bucky show next year. Now, the question is, where do Rachaad White go to? Because people still gonna need backs in the NFL.
The Chiefs,
Raiders.
They got Chiefs got Pacheco coming back.
And Hunt. I say Raiders.
They let go of Hunt. Trade Pacheco.
Let go Hunt. Trade Pacheco.
Trade Pacheco? That would be stupid.
You can get multiple. You can do multiple things with that trade. You can.
Yeah. I think a good situation for him would probably be Denver.
They got a couple backs out there.
Nice. That'd be nice though.
That'd be a good. Yeah, that'd be a good situation for him, man. Hey, Dallas and Washington, 34-26 Dallas.
We can just skip past this. We can just skip past this. This was like a fairy tale game.
Nah, we not finna blow past this. So
we not gonna call him Tutty no more. They are the Commanders. They done took some. They the Commanders.
Hey, look, I'm with you. Tutty is back to being the Washington Commanders the way they've been playing. And the funny thing is, ever since that Hail Mary game, they've been playing like shit.
Yeah.
Literal shit.
They almost back to the Washington football team.
Right. Like, damn. So the thing is, I heard an analyst say this earlier in the season about Kingsbury and his offense. he'll cook early, but as the season go on, they get taped. That offense just starts to taper off, and we literally watching the shit happen. Like Terry McLaurin went through the whole game with like one fucking catch until he caught. I don't know how the fuck he scored on
82
that. Like he wasn't doing shit, and then the week before he only had a catch.
Who do they have outside
on the ball
of Terry?
Brian Thomas can't stay healthy. Eckler got a concussion. Like they fucked.
You meant Brian Robinson?
Yeah. Brian Robinson can't stay healthy. He hurt every other week. Eckler got a concussion on the last damn play of the game when it was out of reach.
What you finna say, Game? You said something, Game.
I said that they don't do number line Jerry McLaurin up on the same side of the pitch.
Yeah,
they don't move around.
He don't move around. He is a sitting duck. He is stationary, man. He don't.
The same shit they do with Adams.
McLaurin don't go in motion. If you ever watch Terry McLaurin, it's very rare you see Terry McLaurin go across in motion. Never. You never see him. He on that right hash every rip. Period. He don't even line up on the left hash. He lines up on the right hash every rip.
I think they actually might be in jeopardy of missing the playoffs. It's that bad.
Yeah.
Because the Cowboys are supposed to have been 2 easy wins, especially how bad they looked against the Texans. And don't get me on my conspiracy, but everybody like go look at the line. The spread was like 10.5. Everybody was putting money on the Commanders. And what happened?
And you know what? Hey, I hate to say it, but you can't count Dallas out. Dallas still got a chance of getting in these playoffs, dog. They pieced together some wins and stuff. Hey,
they have to win out.
They still got a chance. They still in the wild card hunt.
Yeah, because the divisional game counts as 2.
Yeah, and they could probably win the division. They beat Philly again.
They got the Giants this week, so that's gonna be a dub.
They beat Philly win.
If they beat Philly again, if they beat if they beat them the second time around.
Right.
Hey man, speaking of that, let's move on to our next game. Kansas City at Carolina.
Right now.
What you say,
Kansas City and
Kansas City at Carolina, man. That game was a little bit closer than what y'all thought it was supposed to be, man.
The same thing I said about the Dallas and Washington game. Say the same thing about the Chiefs and the Panthers.
No, it wasn't.
That spread was like 13, something stupid.
Man.
And
all that games have been close.
Yeah, I was like, come on, we already know these games. And then like even when Carolina scored, all I'm doing, I'm looking at the clock and I'm looking at timeouts. And then when I saw them score with like over a minute, and then Kansas City, I was like, oh shit, they about to lose.
Yeah, all they got to do is get the field goal range.
Yeah, they about to lose. You can set your clock.
Right. Because like you to put him in a position where he don't have to score a touchdown to win the game. Oh, trust me, he go get the field goal range.
And this is what I understand about these coaches. Y'all know who the fuck y'all playing. Play the fucking clock. All right, you got it in the red zone. Guess what? We not giving this dude the ball back. We gonna be the late. Either we gonna score with no time on the clock, or we gonna lose. So guess what? Y'all finna start burning these timeouts, and we gonna punch it in on 3rd or 4th down. Now go down and try to score with no timeouts and hardly no clock.
Either or. Hey man, but Kansas City, man, they reeling a little bit, man. But
more than a little bit.
Hey, they are, man. They don't scare nobody. I know they don't scare the Ravens over there. They don't scare.
They got me nervous Friday playing the Raiders.
Pittsburgh over there.
No, the Raiders. Their game got me nervous as hell. Nervous because I'm in this eliminated
about
league.
The facts, man.
What's the facts, Ant?
Coach Corey said it earlier this year. Travis Kelce is declining. Andy Reid is an amazing offensive schematic person with Patrick Mahomes. You got a QB back there that's basically a magician when it comes to crunch time. You got Kobe playing quarterback. But without Travis Kelce, the offense really is not scoring like that. And then you got to hurt Pacheco. And the defense is giving up big plays. No.
They don't scare nobody. They're not going to scare nobody. You just have an amazing quarterback back there that's running the system.
There is only one team in the NFL right now that scares anybody,
Lions.
and that's the Lions. That's it.
I would say 2, but a lot of people don't want to say it because we give up a lot of points.
Yeah, I don't scare nobody.
We scare a lot of people because guess what? You can't stop Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, and then if you do, we going over the top with Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman.
No, the problem is that I can't stop y'all when y'all offensive coordinator decides to run the damn ball.
Bro,
Y'all also
you
are the
have
most
to
pivotal
say
penalized team in the NFL.
This is the reason that I say that you have to for us. We score the most points. Yeah, we may have a low game, but our low games are against division rivals.
We put up points, man. And speaking of
Y'all
points,
put up points, but the problem is if y'all start getting down the stretch, if y'all don't start using Henry correctly, because that's kind of what drives y'all offense.
Here's the thing.
Every time y'all don't give Henry the carries, y'all take
we
L.
almost to that game, y'all. We almost to that game. But we gotta hit the next game. Tennessee at Houston.
We didn't hit the next game.
32-27.
I saw this shit. I saw this coming. Stroud hasn't been playing well. He's missed now his accuracy is off.
Tony Pollard ran for 119.
You saw this.
Tony
you saw
Pollard ran
this
for
coming.
119.
Yeah, I saw it coming.
Wes, what you say, Wes? Oh, you saw it coming now. Huh?
Yeah, I saw it coming. I've been calling on Stroud. I literally said the Cowboy game is going to be the determining factor. What?
To the Titans, though. You knew that. The Titans, though.
Hey, Wes. You know what? There are some people who can cheer for a fan base and actually
be objective
about their.
Man, am I talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers? I'm talking about the Texans, man. What's going on, man? I ain't heard him say that.
She said, I've been talking about Stroud the last 3 weeks, and I said this damn Cowboys game is going to be the turning point. This is the game we should go off, and we should see the Stroud we saw in 23, and it didn't happen. It was the mixing show, and I said I wouldn't be surprised if they lose to the goddamn Titans.
They couldn't stop. Hey,
you think y'all gonna win all of them?
I didn't pick against the Titans the Texans a bunch of games. Because their offense ain't clicking.
Pro. Tony Pollard had 119. Calvin Ridley had 93. That defense got shredded, man. Basically.
And it was another divisional game. What did we always say about divisional games?
Divisional game.
You throw tradition out the window when it comes to a divisional matchup because for some reason those games just be tight.
Here's the funny stat. So BP, you said our defense got shredded, right?
Just got punched. Tennessee didn't punch Houston in the mouth. It don't have nothing to do with the division game.
The Texans had 8 sacks in that game. Ain't no fucking way you have 8 sacks in a game you should lose. 8.
Exactly.
Daniel Hunter had 3 by himself.
I agree.
There ain't no way in hell you supposed to lose the game. So as bad as you saying the defense was, I'm sorry, that's on the offense. Mixon had 22 damn yards. So that tells you, okay, CJ, you're going to have to go win this damn game. And he couldn't do it. You got your receivers back. I know you're missing Diggs, but you got everybody else there. Why are you not completing these easy-ass passes? Why are you missing deep balls that are open?
It goes back to what game-related say. CJ Stroud has hit the sophomore slump. Period. They got film on him.
He will bounce back in year 3.
That's that Ohio State talking in your ass. Get out of here, CC. Let's move on to the next game. That's that Ohio State talking in our ass.
No, but real talk. My team, they're in trouble. They're in trouble because, like I said, the second half of their schedule is not nice. These last 2 was supposed to be the layup games. Like they got Jacksonville this week, and I don't even feel comfortable about that game. So after that, they got a gauntlet. They got a gauntlet after this week.
Trevor Lawrence come back this week, man. Well, he gonna play the last few games before they fire Doug Peterson. So
I don't know how the hell he still got a job.
He's gonna give Doug Peterson the farewell gift. Wins or losses, Doug Peterson out of there. Period. Hey man, Denver and Las Vegas, 29-19. Bo Nix and I think what's his name? What's the coach out of Denver name?
This year, this week, Bo Nix want to have a regular game.
Sean Payton is in love.
They play the Steelers, right? Is this the Russell Wilson revenge week?
That was weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who they play this week?
Who is that? Denver?
Yeah.
The Denver Broncos play the Cleveland Browns.
Oh yeah.
Out of Cleveland.
He'll have a regular outing this game, but
he had a regular outing this past game. He just had a superhuman one when I played.
Ain't that how it be though?
That's how it always be, man. Hey man.
No, but old Bo Nix, he might actually win the damn Rookie of the Year.
He's consistent.
Because JJ Daniels is slipping, and he's actually improving.
You can say Bo is consistent. Hey, San Francisco at Green Bay, man.
Rookie.
San Francisco's done.
Josh Jacobs put his foot in their ass 3 times.
Oh, I know. He got your punk ass 3 touchdowns against me.
Josh Jacobs ran their ass in the ground.
Yeah, San Francisco, like I said earlier this year, those injuries and all these damn NFC championships and Super Bowl appearances done finally caught up to them. They're just a wounded, tired, hurt team.
Yeah, they are on fumes right now.
They have residue.
They are
I
hurt.
wouldn't say that. I would say, hey, if you want to talk conspiracy, I'd say it's scripted for it to be like that. I always remember early in the season, and we was like, why do they play Baltimore so late in the season? They'll both have it wrapped up. That game is meaningful now, hey.
It's very critical right now, gang.
For them more so than y'all.
The good thing about that with San Francisco, they gonna get Greenlaw back. If you guys remember last year, Greenlaw was running onto the field in the Super Bowl
and tore his
ACL. So they're gonna get a much needed shot in the arm with Greenlaw.
Was it an Achilles or was it an ACL?
He tore his ACL.
I thought it was an Achilles. I think it was his Achilles.
Oh,
because he pushed off and then went down. All right, what the hell happened to him?
Well, yeah, it was one of the
It was
two.
an Achilles. So, and we've seen quarterbacks try to come back. So he gonna be a shell of himself even when he come back. Don't get excited.
Hey man, but Green Bay, Jordan Love, man, he's earning his money in Green Bay, man. He have them saying, "Earn who?"
But Jordan Love also throws the ball to the other team, as coach likes to often say. He does. That's it. It's not gonna work in the playoffs. Him just having these boneheaded throws.
But you got to look at it like this too, Dean.
It was his Achilles.
Brett Favre was the same way. Brett Favre was the same way. Brett Favre may throw you around 50-some touchdowns in the season, but goddamn it, he gonna throw you 38
25
interceptions.
picks.
He gonna throw you 30 picks.
But you know what?
Honestly,
that's what makes the I think that there are like tiers. There are definitely tiers to greatness when it comes to quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta expect gunslingers are like sharpshooters. Just because I don't hit a shot, a 3 in this game, don't mean I'm gonna stop shooting. And just because I threw this pick 6, don't mean I'm not finna try to feed this ball in between 2 defenders. That's what gunslingers do.
There it is.
That's what gunslingers do. So you just gotta hope that you end up with a Brett Favre. That guy that's going to throw a considerably amount more touchdowns than interceptions.
Unlike Jameis Crablegs Winston.
There you go.
We're gonna get on him too. We already got on him.
Whoa. That boy is knocking off divisional opponents right now.
Oh, just relax. It's coming.
Hey, man, next game, Arizona at Seattle. Kyler Murray, 285. Kenneth Walker only rushed for a dismal 41 yards. Trey McBride, 133 yards receiving, man.
Trey McBride, low-key, is their best player.
What's the problem with Marvin Harrison, y'all think, man?
Him and Kyler can't get on the same page.
Too many healthy expectations, too much pressure on him, you think?
No. I think so.
I think he has the problem of he got his head too big.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something.
I say that because you can't find his jersey out of nowhere.
Hey,
why? Because he had to sign that agreement to put it out. That girl smacked his big head on what your daddy needs. You ain't did nothing yet.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something about Arizona. Arizona, Marvin Harrison ain't doing too much, but they got a wide receiver who played with Colorado, Xavier Weaver. Man, this kid need a shot, man. This kid, hey, I mean, what is it gonna hurt, man? I know he a rookie. I know he was a walk-on and everything, but as an undrafted free agent, you make the 52, 53, get a man a shot. He another receiver that can stretch the field.
Yeah, he can stretch the field, but this is something that he has that Marvin Harrison don't have. He is actually a route runner, and that can develop space. That's the problem with Marvin Harrison.
Xavier Weaver, you're right, Ant. X run
excellent route. What Ant was finna say. Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Hey, his head too big for what he can
That's clean. I was so black.
I will say this, BP. I know you mentioned Kenneth Walker earlier. He has not ran well this season. He had like a couple of good games earlier in the season, but cumulative of this season, he's been trash.
He's looking over his shoulder at Charbonnet, I think, still, man. He's looking over his shoulder at Charbonnet, man, and instead of just playing football, man. Kenneth Walker ain't that same running back that he was last couple years, man.
Hey, you know what the thing? You know what? Marvin Harrison's problem is.
What?
Marvin Harrison's problem right now is that he is witnessing for the first time. Old boy that was across the field from him.
Stop playing for the field.
And he don't have a Mecca on the opposite side to free him up to where he is eating like he was when he was at Ohio State. Yeah. That's a difference. That's a real difference. He was in a spot where you had to literally pick your poison on who you was gonna double.
And see, it's a perfect example that you said that, because
who you gonna cover like that?
He looking at it. His safety blanket at Ohio State on the other side of the field, that's Seattle. Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
Smith and Jigba on the other side, because you had Smith and Jigba on one side, that freed Marvin them up for so much. And you had Olave, Smith and Jigba. You had those guys that freed Marvin up, made it easy on Marvin.
And Smith, Njigba can run routes and create space. That's
what
I'm
saying. Hey, what about Olave? What about Olave, Ed? What about Olave?
Chris Olave can run routes and create
space.
Hey, what about Garrett Wilson? Okay, Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson's problem is he needs a true overall quarterback. He can run routes and create space. Man, matter of fact, Garrett Wilson.
No, because he's dealing with a piece of shit quarterback. Thanks for teeing me up, Ant.
Hey, next game, Philadelphia at the Rams, man. Saquon Barkley.
Jesus, man. Saquon, game, where you at?
Hey, Saquon, 255. That is bananas, man.
Hey, game, I was literally getting ready to text you when they started that series and be like, man, it's some bullshit. You about to win by like 3 or 4 damn points again. Right before I hit send, he ran a 72-yard touchdown. I said, I'll be damned.
Hey man, Saquon cooked my goose in the lead. Because you had.
I'm gonna say this today because if I don't be on tomorrow, I feel sorry for those who went against Saquon that put up 71 points this week in several fantasy leagues. And I also feel sorry for people who had Saquon and still lost their matchups with him scoring 71 points.
That hurt. That hurt.
What are you talking about? Pissed?
Saquon is a whole different problem, man. He's a whole different problem, man.
I can say good to like in fantasy, right? Well, what I can say is when you break up record, you playing these sitting on the bench. You won about 14, 5 minutes left in the game. The defense not even ain't even hit the ball. So, from the record that Fred Taylor put up, all Fred Taylor put up was me. He needed all this.
Yeah, but
wasn't no garbage stuff.
No, but that game was out of reach. They was up 3 scores, and then I looked and I was like, oh shit, Saquon's still out there. It's like, oh, he only need 18 yards to get 200. They probably just want him to get to 200, then they're gonna take him out.
He had an opportunity to do it against the Giants and opted not to.
Right.
So they weren't gonna miss the same opportunity twice.
They was like, hey, you want to go ahead and get it? And he was like, yeah, I'll do it this time. Thankfully, because if he'd got the 18 yards to get to 200, it still would have been enough to beat you because even with the bonus points, I think it was like an extra 5. And
anything over any 200 plus yard rushing is 10 bonus points, man.
Oh yeah, that would have did it.
Hey man, Saquon killed a lot of people this week, man. Saquon.
Yeah. BP got a little taste of that in this league, but we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
She gave that shit a black eye. Because now you're going to have everybody trying to break records doing garbage.
As I said, the NFL is about entertainment, right? So what's more entertaining to see somebody run for over 200 yards?
And I think fans love for records to be broke, man. But it has more. It has more significant meaning when the game is on the line and you break a record and stuff.
That way.
Yeah, but not too many. Unless it's a small record. Unless it's like you need 10 yards to get to a certain amount for the year.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get those. You're not gonna get like a chance to break 200 yards in a tight game. If you rush for 200 yards in a game, it wasn't tight.
Fred Taylor did
that against Pittsburgh.
And the thing with that, when Saquon did that, man, it was a lot of missed tackles, man. He just shot through the line. He caught him on a damn blitz, and he got to that second level.
The defense really thought, oh, he's gonna take the 6 yards, get the record, and sit down. No, he took off on him. He only needed 6 yards at that point.
And
so
he just kept going.
He didn't have to take it to the house. He could have got the record into the league. Respect the game, dog.
That killed a lot of people in fantasy, man. Hey, our last game of the night, Baltimore and the Chargers.
Imagine Kobe not sitting out the fourth quarter on that 81-point game. Nobody, he would have put past 100.
I wish you know what? As much as I hate to say this, I wish he would have played that fourth quarter, man.
After saying this shit today, I wish they would have. I wish Kobe.
What fourth quarter?
I wish Kobe would have played that fourth quarter against Toronto.
No. Kobe played the whole game against Toronto. He was hotter in the game against Dallas about a month prior to that. That's the game he only played 3 quarters and he outscored the whole time.
How many did he have that Dallas game?
He had 63. And Dallas has scored 62. Yes.
Right.
He had
I know.
and Dallas
How
has
many-
scored 62. But they were
I'm
up
listening
by
first,
like
lady.
20,
Finish.
they were up by like 25. The reason why he scored 81 is because they were down majority of the game.
But see, that's what
Can I? Hey, that's so funny y'all brought that up.
So that 81 had a significant meaning,
Chip.
like Game was saying and stuff. Hold on, Wes.
People
hold on,
chill.
Wes. Go ahead, Wes.
I just heard something like today or yesterday. This from Kobe. That day he scored that 81 points. That was the first game his grandma came to watch him live, and that was his granddaddy's birthday. A lot of people don't know that, but Kobe said that. Kobe said that was the first game. His grandma couldn't come and watch him live because of, she was always, she didn't want to see him lose. Yeah, she didn't want to see him lose either. No, it hurt her to see him lose. So he promised her he wasn't gonna lose, and it was his granddaddy's birthday the day she came, and that was just too much, and he just took it all in. I don't know if he was actually.
Hey man, but
He
like you say,
he rewatched that game and said, I could have scored 100. I missed way too many shots.
Yep. Hey man,
That was his granddaddy's birthday. Yep.
Harbaugh Bowl, man, was last night, man. Big brother versus little brother. Big brother remains undefeated against little brother, man. 30-23, man. We took out the Chargers, man. Hey, the Chargers need additional Chargers need a damn tight end, man.
No, they do. They got Will Disley. No, they need a fucking wide receiver because this jackass Quentin Johnston can't catch a damn cold.
Man, can't catch shit, which is good. Which was good.
I told you they should have traded up and got Marvin Harrison.
They should have got rid of his ass. If he don't get cut by the end of the season, the Chargers are stupid.
Oh, he's gonna get cut for my goddamn fantasy. He ain't get shit.
Oh yeah, he getting dropped. He got dropped everywhere.
They definitely should have got don't trade.
They should have got Brock Bowers. They should have got Brock Bowers if they traded.
I thought they were gonna take Bowers.
That's who they should have got. They should have drafted Brock Bowers, and then they would have had McConkey later on. They would have had that Georgia. They would have had that Georgia duo and stuff, and then they could have went out and got them. The thing is, they should have fucking kept Keenan Allen. You keep Keenan Allen with McConkey and Bowers.
But you got another problem, BP.
That probably would have been.
You got a broke running back who just got hurt again last night.
Oh, JK, man, my heart goes out to
Man.
JK, man.
Mine do too, but that saved the shit out of First Lady, boy. I said, why I can't get lucky like First Lady? That fantasy, all that man needed was one more carry, goddamn.
I was like, this poor dude, and I'm sure he a good guy, man, but it's kind of like he like Mr. Glass. Like his body just can't handle football.
Man, but you know what? He was a beast at Ohio State, dog. He was a monster at Ohio State.
No
man.
doubt. He was a monster, but somehow but you remember he got hurt his last year before he got drafted.
Man,
so his body was already starting to break down. You know what I'm saying?
I just hate he did that, man. But then
it was his revenge game.
It was. But
and Gus Bust's revenge game.
Yep.
It wasn't no revenge, man. Ain't no love lost. Ain't no love, man. What the hell you talking about revenge?
Shit, not with Patrick Queen.
Gus got him a touchdown at the end, a garbage time touchdown.
Fuck Queen. He went to the goddamn. He went to the opposition.
To the rival.
Hey man, but that was 30-23, man. Lamar threw for 177, 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry had 24 carries for 140. Zay had 62 receiving yards. Mark Andrews had a touchdown, 5 for 44.
But you see how Derrick Henry had the 24 carries?
Yeah,
y'all have to do that every game.
Lamar Jackson
can't win when he's giving him 15 carries.
But Lamar only carried the ball 8 times. We're trying to get
Lamar don't need to carry the ball. That's what the
I'm
fuck
saying.
you got Henry for.
We don't need that. But it's
we do certain games. Look, no, certain games Lamar need to use his fucking leg. Look, that what got him here. He can't get away from that. You can't fall into the.
But they trying to save him from all them extra hits too.
But that's what cost us in the AFC Championship game last year.
Exactly.
Lamar didn't run, man.
And
that's what got him there.
But like I said, Henry's like a pot of water boiling, right? You have to let that. You have to let it build up. All his yards come in the second half.
I agree with you on that. That second
half, you gotta have 20 plus carries.
We got 2 players like that.
Look, man, when you play teams like Kansas City, when you play them good ass teams.
When you play Kansas City, you for damn sure better run here. Because the last
pay the
thing
reps too.
Yeah.
Hey,
you want to because who else gonna eat up the clock for you?
When it comes
they
to
thrive off that.
Ass on the sideline.
They thrive off that. They thrive off pocket pass. They gonna come get you.
We are getting to really Derrick Henry's time of the season. I'm talking about when it gets to 20 degrees outside, 10 degrees, when it gets freezing outside, and you trying to tackle this dude.
Oh yeah. It's almost his time of the year, baby. It's almost his time of the year.
Don't want to tackle him, man. When you see him coming down there, it's 15 degrees outside, and this dude got a head full of steam. You gonna make a career decision then. Hey man,
it won't be a career decision if y'all offensive coordinator give him the ball 24 to 25 times a game. It ain't gonna be a career decision if he only getting it under 20.
If he getting it 10, 15 times, Mucking ass is gonna get fired.
But
you're right. If they give him the carries that he needs to get, you're absolutely right.
He's gonna get it because it's getting towards, like we say, that Derrick Henry time of the year.
It doesn't matter what time of the year.
It don't matter what time.
Yes,
he has to get 20
to
25 carries every game.
Not necessarily.
But still,
if you break it out,
but the thing is, if you ain't never played football, if you ain't never played football, when it's cold outside and somebody out there running, you don't want to tackle nobody. Somebody coming full.
Okay, y'all are missing the point. Listen. What I'm saying is, had they been using that formula, as a Steelers fan, I am here to tell you, us having a shot at winning the division wouldn't even be a freaking option. If Derrick Henry was consistently touching the ball 20 plus times a game.
Well, one thing Derrick Henry had to understand when he came to Baltimore.
Okay, 20 times a game or not. What do you do when you put a person, 8 people, when you put 8 in the box?
You still run it.
You run it.
And when a team put 8 in the box,
when you got Derrick Henry,
you can do what you like.
No.
You can do what you like. You can do whatever you want to do.
Baby, what you talking about? We like McDonald's.
You can do whatever the hell you want to do. We want them to put 8 in the box because we can play action and tear their ass up. What we want to do.
Hold on, Gang. All right, so look here. What you say, Gang? Hold on. What Game said real quick? Then I go to you, Ant. Gang, what you say? Say something, Gang. You ain't on mute.
He trying to unmute.
I'm trying to unmute.
Okay, go ahead, Gang.
No, all I said is that bases on the personnel that's on the field. 8 in the box, you better throw that bitch. If you got a passing attack.
Yes. Or even if they put that 8 in the box, you can read option with Lamar. That's why
what I'm
we
saying.
got him.
All right.
We can do whatever we want to do.
I'm just gonna ask.
Nah, you can't do whatever you want. You do what the defense
dictates. Yep.
It depends on the situation. What if it's 3rd and 1?
I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Y'all lost 3 games this year, right?
4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't drop yet, dude. This is last one.
Go
Go ahead.
games. Y'all got 4 games, right?
Their point of view on that.
What is the common denominator in every game y'all lost?
Defense, letting them come back. We
What is
done
the
lost
common
different ways every game.
What is the common denominator in every game y'all lost?
Defense. You can't say Derrick Henry because we have lost games that Derrick Henry has got more than.
There are games that y'all have won that the defense sucked at. Both games that y'all played against Cincinnati, the defense was horrible.
If we allow more teams to come back and down 21 and win, it's defense.
That's okay.
One of my friends from old coworker.
Dino, I quit.
Came into town, so we went to grab something to eat up beside theirs.
Hey
man.
Oh, good.
Hey, man.
You started your vacation yet, or you going in?
We had 73 yards. 73 yards. Derrick Henry had. Derrick Henry had 122 yards against the Chiefs when we lost.
It's like I'm just here because I got
when we lost to the Raiders. Derrick Henry had
I might
94 yards rushing.
I might have to fucking come in because these jackass people in these late ass meetings want to have meetings at the last damn minute.
Derrick Henry could bust one for 70 yards, and that's half of it. Still only touched the ball 14 times. How many touches? Not yards, touches.
It don't.
It does matter. What are his own offensive line?
If our defense playing up the part, it does not.
What of his own offensive linemen said that about Derrick Henry?
Okay, when we played y'all, Derrick Henry had 13 carries for 65 yards.
And hold it in. Y'all held it in.
And why was that? Because the defense, the run game was shut down.
Exactly.
So why would I give him? Why would I let him touch the ball 25 times and we not moving the ball on the ground?
You know why? Because the score dictated that you could have kept running that motherfucker. Yeah, you wore their ass down.
I can't say that, dog.
Yeah, the score dictates what you can do. Not that it being shut down. The score of the game dictates.
Let's just be honest, bro. This is one of the worst defenses that we have had in about the last 7 or 8 years.
Exactly.
If we put our offense, our prolific offense with our defense as far as what we normally put out there defensively, bro, we dominate the league easily. That's been a common denominator. CC, I understand what you're saying about touches, but the touches doesn't always accumulate what we're doing on the field rushing yards. Like, rushing yards, we're still getting that. I understand about the touches and people try to say the touches dictates, if they gonna win or if they gonna lose. No, because B just said we lost games where Derrick Henry have got 122 yards, 94 rushing yards. It comes down to the overall denominator of what is our defense doing. We have allowed our secondary is getting cooked. It's getting cooked. It's not our D-line, great run stop, but our secondary is getting baked every game. We allow mediocre receivers to look good against us. That is the problem. We need to get Zach Orr up out of there. We need another something because he ain't doing it for defensive coordinator. He ain't doing it.
Hey,
this is first year though, man.
Y'all also lost some pieces on defense too.
Yeah. This is first year, man, with a new little group back there, man. So I'm saying by the end of the year, we gonna have it together.
Hey, I want to move on. Let's give the brother another shade. Everybody else, everybody that's from different ethnicities get more than one opportunity. Don't do the brother like that. That's all I'm saying. Give the brother some chances too, man. Because don't get a short leash on us.
He lost pieces. Y'all lost pieces to y'all defense too.
Yep. Hey man, But that was all our recaps for week 12. We're gonna slide on out of here. We're gonna do our what the hells tomorrow as well. Tune in.
Because I don't know if I'm gonna do bad. I do want to say, y'all saw my what the hell. I couldn't even watch the damn Browns game. Family got my password to my Prime. I clicked out of Prime to watch to catch a basketball score. Could not get back home. So I don't give a damn who won the game.
She seems like her whole damn everybody affiliated with her got the goddamn Prime password. What the hell, dog? Hey man, check it out.
You get the game on
Fuck it, put the
all the time.
Hey man,
fuck it, put the.
They know I'm a
put the
Steelers
page-
fan. Y'all Negroes don't watch the football, don't watch the Steelers. Why y'all don't mind?
Shit.
Shit.
Hey man.
We like to see y'all lose, goddamn.
Hey man, amazing episode, man. Tune in tomorrow night when we do our pick'ems. Our fantasy football preview from this past week. Playoff implications, who in, who out. And we're gonna see where everybody else lands at from fantasy football. We're gonna slide past a little bit of fantasy basketball. See where everybody located on the fantasy basketball spectrum too. Hey, and we're gonna do our what the hell. So man, check us out tomorrow night, 7:30, between 7 and 7:30 Central Standard Time. Man, we out of here. Peace out.
Steve, fuck it. Put the password in the group chat.